Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Brugger versus Warner.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Ms. Brugger, you are here to prove to the defendant that your son, Parrish Brooks Jr., was fathered by the defendant's grandson, who was tragically killed 2 months ago in an auto accident. Now, Ms. Warner, you are here with your granddaughter, and you don't believe Parrish Jr. is your great-grandson.
No, Your Honor.
You say the plaintiff has dragged you to court today because she wants in on your family's land and oil trust.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you claim your granddaughter knows for a fact your grandson was sterile.
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you believe Ms. Brugger's motives actually are?
Money, gold digger. Right after Parrish got killed, she went for Social Security. And Parrish, I know Parrish had told her about the land we had in Texas. You know, she was just trying to cash in on him, and she wanted a father for her girls.
Ms. Brugger, you say he is in fact your child's father.
Yes, he's my son's father. We live together, everything, we were in a relationship. He asked me to marry him. That is my son's father. He never denied my son, so I don't see why they are. And the fact that they're saying he was sterile, he was never told by a doctor. That was just him because he never had a child.
Me and Parrish clearly had a conversation before he passed that he wasn't sure.
And so when you say he wasn't sure, what did he say?
Because he's just like, Chaz, I don't even think I can have kids. All he wanted his whole life was a baby. And then he gets with Rochelle, and then she comes pregnant like a month or two later. He didn't even think that he could have kids.
Excuse me, I have to say something. They wasn't together when Parrish was deceased. He had another girlfriend. They was not together.
We weren't together when
I had
he
to tell you.
died, no.
No, you guys
But-
wasn't together.
That's what
I
she
just said
said,
that.
ma'am.
Okay.
We lived together. We were a family. He told everyone my girls were his stepdaughters. He called them his stepdaughters, everything. He was there through my whole pregnancy, all the doctor's appointments, everything.
And when you had the baby, was he at the hospital?
No, he couldn't be there, but as soon as he got out, he was adamant about having the hospital hold on to the birth certificate before they turned it in so that he could sign it.
So
As
do
soon
you
as he
have
came
proof of
home.
that?
Yes.
Ms. Brugger, explain to me, this is actually a voluntary acknowledgement of paternity that
Yes, ma'am.
Parrish Sr. signed.
Yes, Your Honor.
He acknowledged paternity.
Yes.
I am the legal father. You have this in writing, this is his signature.
Yes, Your Honor.
While you were in this relationship, he's
Excuse
going
me,
to
Your
doctor's
Honor.
appointments with you, and he's excited about the baby and calling your girls his stepchildren. Is he expressing any of this excitement, Ms. Warner, Ms. Beasley, to you that I'm having a child, I believe it's mine?
Yes, Your Honor. Our kid.
But you just don't believe it is.
Yes, Your Honor.
You had a shower?
I had a baby shower, yes.
Did you attend, Ms. Warner, Ms. Beasley?
No,
Were you a part
I
of
didn't
that?
do anything.
I was, Your Honor.
You did?
I did go because of Parrish. Parrish was alive then. That was his baby. But to me, that's not his child. He loved the baby, Your Honor, but the baby doesn't even look like him. He doesn't act like him. His forehead's not like, there's nothing about him to tell me that that is my grandson. The baby,
My son looks,
no, he doesn't.
around
Where?
his eyes, he looks just like him.
No,
He looks like
that's
his grandpa.
No, that's not his grandpa. His grandpa ain't never did nothing for Parrish. I don't know what, no, well,
That's what y'all say.
She
Since my
raised
son
him.
has been born,
I raised Parrish.
since my son has been born, the whole time I was with Parrish in a relationship, he's been the one that's been around. I invited them to my son's first birthday party. They didn't show up.
That's not my son. That's why I didn't show
And
up.
if y'all felt this way about my son, why did y'all
Because
never
I
say
love
nothing
Parrish
when
so
he was
much.
born?
I loved Parrish.
Or when his father was alive?
I love
It was
Parrish,
never
and I
a
wasn't.
question.
Parrish is no longer here. He's no longer here now.
But if y'all
So I
felt
can
that this was
defend
not
that.
his
I can
son,
defend that
why
now.
wouldn't you say something when he was alive or when my son was born?
Because I wasn't going to hurt Parrish. Parrish wanted the baby so
they've
bad.
never been around
So
my
wait, what I'm trying to understand from the situation, Ms. Warner, is all this time, even when the baby was there, did you have doubts about
Yes,
the
Your Honor,
paternity as
but
you
I
were
wasn't
there?
going to say anything with Parrish.
You just
I wasn't
didn't
gonna
want
say
to
anything.
upset Parrish.
No, I did
Sr.
not want to come between Parrish and that baby. But now Parrish is no longer. I can say my piece now.
And the real truth is, you were his grandmother, but you raised him. He was really like a son to you.
Your Honor, his mother died in '85. I'm the only person was there for Parrish. That's why I just couldn't hurt him because of this baby. He didn't have a family. His dad over there didn't ever come
Never?
by. Yeah, you.
Come on now with never.
Well,
come on now.
It seemed like never.
Come on now.
It seemed like
You know
never.
what?
Some
As
order,
quiet
let's
as
get
it's
some
kept,
order.
me and
You
him had
never
a
did
better
do nothing.
relationship than y'all did.
Because he
No,
didn't
you
live with
didn't.
you.
All right, let's
What did you-
get some order. Let's get some order. In your court papers, Ms. Brugger, you say that his family didn't even tell you when he passed away. Is that true?
Yes. I got a phone call from one of my friends that seen it on Facebook. They had just found out that morning too, but you would think me
What
having
was
his
I'm
own
grieving?
child
That was my
they would-
son. I didn't have time
One
to
of
call
my friends
nobody.
seen it on
Rochelle,
Facebook
you have
and
to
called me.
understand
They
where
didn't
she's
even call
coming
his
from.
father and let his own father know.
They
I'm the one
found
that
it out.
called him.
Excuse me, Your Honor. They found it out on Facebook.
Someone else called the coroner's office. They released all of his information. So when I'm looking at Facebook at like 5 o'clock in the morning going to work, I see it. I call my grandmother. Grandma, have you heard anything about Parrish? I had just talked to Parrish the Friday that he died at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
They weren't in a relationship at the time.
And
they
so-
were together.
I still have his son.
Well, but you guys
We
still,
don't have
I
to
was
be together
grieving at the time.
for me
I
to
was-
know I'm still stuck having to raise our son by myself.
Well,
His father's
ask him.
not here. So if you
I
really
raised
cared about your
Parrish.
grandson,
I
and
raised-
you know that he said this was his son and he loved him very much.
And that's why she's here
Wouldn't
today,
you want
to
his
figure
son
it
to
out.
know
I-
that he
that's
no
why I'm
longer
here
has a
today.
father?
That's why I'm here.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
Parrish felt that she used to have some dude come over to the house whose hair she was always doing.
Your Honor, I
never
have
got
a degree
paid
in
for it. Parrish
cosmetology.
didn't like that because he
Right.
would call my grandmother and clearly stated to her.
He's
He's told me plenty of times that Rochelle was broken, that she was tainted, and that's why he had to get out of the situation.
So when you would talk to Parrish, Ms. Warner, he was saying he needed to get out of the situation.
He was saying
with Ms.
she's
Brugger?
broken, Grandma. I cannot fix her. He says she's crazy, Grandma. This guy keeps coming over there and doing her hair. And she's not even getting paid for doing his hair.
So
What
a
is he
man
doing
would
over
just
there?
come over to the house and get his hair done.
Right, and she wouldn't even accept any money. This is what he told me out of his mouth, Your Honor. This is just
So
some of the things.
he was intimating that he maybe thought she was cheating with this guy.
Yeah, he'd come home and the guy was there. And
Who is this guy?
I don't
Ms.
know.
Brugger? You
I
just
don't
had a
know.
guy over to the house doing
Your
his
Honor,
hair?
first of all, I have a degree in cosmetology, so I do hair. When me and Parrish first got together, there's a guy I've known for years. He's my brother's friend. I've been doing his hair for years. It happened one time I was doing his hair. Parrish came home. He got mad about it. I stopped doing his hair. He never came back over again to get his hair done.
And then, Your Honor, there was also times when Parrish would call my grandmother that Rochelle wasn't picking him up from work. He was late to picking her up, and she couldn't explain to him on why all that was happening. There was times when she kicked Parrish out. He came to my grandmother's house. She had to give him money to stay at a hotel room.
Your Honor, the only time he was staying at a hotel was after he was gone out of my house. The girlfriend he had after me, they lived in a hotel. When he was living with me, we lived together. We had a house.
Your
It was
Honor, but
my
you
house.
put him out.
I
Yeah,
put
he
him
did
out
leave you.
because he
From
was not
our
making
concern,
right
he left you.
choices. So I had to make a choice to protect my children and put them first. And if you are grown, you need to be a man and do what you need to do. And he wasn't doing that. So I had to make the choice. I put him out. We still were talking, but he knew in order for him to come back home.
You wouldn't even bring him over to my house, Michelle, so we could.
And why?
I don't know why.
You
but
watched
we're
my
family.
son one time. We trusted you with my son when he was like 2 to 3 months.
But he's growing-
She did not feed my son all night. We trusted you with my son when he was like 2 to 3 months.
But he's growing-
She did not feed my son all night.
No,
it's
no,
not
that
that
didn't.
you
It
feed
didn't go like that. Don't
She
say
brought
that.
him home
They didn't.
in the car seat without him being strapped in.
You are,
The
no.
seatbelt was over the car seat and the car seat was turned backwards.
Your
And
Honor,
Parrish
that is
was
a lie.
even
I'm
mad, and
sorry.
he said
I have
in,
to tell you that. Let
he
me
would never
explain
let her
my side.
keep our son.
No,
until
what
he was
happened
old enough
was
That wasn't.
to
I'll
talk
tell
and
you
pick
what
up the
happened.
phone on his own.
What happened now?
my grandmother was under the impression that baby Parrish was on breast milk.
I'm a great grandmother. I'm not, so I didn't know this up-to-date stuff. And they brought him a bottle. They told me to feed him. And I left. He wouldn't take the bottle. I left it out. I tried to call them all night long. I was paging them. Nobody would answer the phone.
She didn't
Finally,
call
I
my
put the
phone.
baby
She
in
called
the car, and I took him over to the house. They didn't want to come to the door. You know, I was panicking because I wasn't used to keeping little babies, and that was it. I
And
didn't know
when you
had
were
to
trying to
them.
give him the milk, he didn't want to take it.
Right, and then
so you
he
thought
started
it was
doing-
because he wanted
Yes,
his
Your Honor.
mother.
Yes,
so
Your Honor.
okay.
Okay, I have a question though, Rochelle. If it comes back and that is his, is my
It is
grandma
his.
even gonna be able to see the
See,
baby?
you cannot
'Cause you
take
act
him.
so funny. You
Right,
act so
she
funny
wanted-
with
I'm
him.
so funny, but
But
why
you act
weren't
so
y'all at the
funny
ba-
with
why
him.
weren't y'all at the baby
I wasn't
shower?
there because my 1-year-old
And the
was
birthday.
sick.
I
That's
invited
why.
you
and
to
I
his
talked to
birthday,
you. And what did
and
I
you
tell
didn't
you?
show up.
And what
so
did I
how
tell you?
are you guys
So I'm
gonna
gonna
say
bring another
that I
baby.
don't invite you guys?
I'm done.
Did
I
you
did
guys
come.
ever come to my
I
house
come.
to see him?
I
You
came.
came a couple
Yes,
times.
I
You
No, I
never
didn't.
did.
I have my own kid. Let's just
And
be real
Paris,
about it.
but how
I
many
have my
times
own. So no, I didn't come.
I have mine.
Okay.
I have my own
I'm
kids.
asking
I
for my
still
grandma.
packed up my kids.
My
and
grandma
went
cares
to her
about
house.
him. Parrish cared about him. I'm asking for him.
She has came to my house.
Yes.
To see my son. Like maybe 3 times, 4. Every time they have seen my son, me and Parrish packed all the kids up and we had to go to their house. After my son was born, my family was at the house all the time coming to see the baby to the point where we're like, oh my God, go home so we get some rest. He was mad because he felt they were not embracing the fact that he finally did have a kid.
And I
They
can
weren't
see that
coming
that
over to
hurts
see the
you
baby.
because you remember that it hurt him.
He was like, you know, I thought I couldn't have kids for all these years. Now I have this son, and they're not embracing it. However they feel about me, feel how you feel about me. But them trying to keep the ashes from my son, if my son is entitled to
I don't even have the
money,
ashes.
anything that he should be entitled to,
Your Honor, that's why
they're
we
not,
did.
when they
That's
keep
why
the
we
stuff,
did.
it's not hurting me.
Ms. Brugger, they were clear. They think you are just interested in the money.
The money doesn't come to me. The money will go in an account in a trust fund for my son. It doesn't come to me.
Okay. I'd like to hear from your witness at this time. Sir, would you please stand up at the podium?
Yes, ma'am.
State your name for the court.
My name is Claiborne Harvey Jr.,
And Mr. Harvey, you are,
Parrish's father and Parrish Jr.'s grandfather.
and what would you like to add to this situation?
All I want to say, first of all, is we're not here to assassinate each other's character. And I will admit that I was not there as much as I could have been for Parrish.
Okay, well,
You know?
right.
But they didn't say nothing about the part where I tried to get custody of my son Parrish when he was a baby, when his mama was out in the streets doing things that she wasn't supposed to be doing.
Okay, don't even go there.
I'm
right,
not
well,
going
that's
there. I'm just
fine.
saying. I
Please
tried to
don't
get
go.
custody.
He doesn't have him. I
I
don't
tried
have
to
my
get
daughter,
custody.
and now I don't
I
have my
tried to
son.
get custody.
Don't try to go. Don't go
You
there.
know I loved her daughter, so don't even go there with
Don't
that
go
fake
there.
crocodile
Don't,
tears.
don't go
Family.
there.
Them fake crocodile. You know, where the tears
Family,
at?
I need you to bring it down. I know this is an emotional time. I know it. I'd like for you, Mr. Harvey, to testify as to why you are so certain that Parrish Jr. is in fact your son's son.
He was proud of his son. He told me that was his son. The boy got a little bit of me in him. He looks like me sometimes.
Your Honor, we just want to make sure that little Parrish is Parrish's.
And to be clear, your doubt is rooted in him possibly being sterile
And then it's just he just looks nothing like him. Like
and the lack of
I used
family
to joke.
resemblance.
Yeah, and I always used to joke with Parrish like, no, he's too cute to be your baby. Like me and him always joked around like that.
You know, I still love my son, even though he's not here. I love him to death. We shouldn't even been here. That's his son.
He would not have wanted this. That's why she never said nothing while he was alive, because he told everyone this is his son. If it wasn't for him, my son would not have been named Parrish. He was adamant about him being named Parrish Jr.
He should be. He's
So
thinking
if
it's his
he
firstborn.
did
He
deny
should have
him,
been.
there's no reason for you guys to. You guys
Yes.
have no legitimate reason to say
Yes,
this
of
is not
course.
his son.
Yes, it is.
And then it just goes to like you low-key manipulated him with the baby. And then it goes to
He's
that.
a grown man. There's no way I could
You did.
manipulate
You
someone.
did.
Okay.
You did.
The only way to move forward, I think, is to get the results. Jerome, may I have the envelope, please? Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. Before I read the result, I just want to be clear that in order to determine if Parrish Brooks Jr. is the child of Parrish Brooks Sr., the deceased, we performed a grandparentage DNA test. We fortunately had Claiborne Harvey's DNA. The results will determine if there is a viable relationship between the child, Parrish Brooks Jr., and the grandfather, Claiborne Harvey. Are we clear about that?
Yes.
Okay. In the case of Brugger versus Warner, when it comes to 1-year-old Parrish Brooks Jr., it has been determined by this court, Mr. Harvey is related to Parrish Brooks Jr., therefore Parrish Brooks Sr. is also related to Parrish Brooks Jr.
Okay, I owe you an apology.
Something we already knew.
I owe you an apology.
Something we already knew.
Well,
my grandma
now I'm
didn't know.
sure.
Okay.
You had no reason to be unsure.
I'm sure.
And so for this child's sake, let's start new. The truth is always a great starting point.
Yes, Your Honor.
And even though you knew it, Miss Brugger, and even though you felt like you knew it, Mr. Harvey, without a doubt,
I knew
the
it.
point is they didn't have that clarity.
No.
And you can blame them for it for the rest of the child's life and affect the child's life, or you can forgive them and move on from it so that you all can positively affect the child's life. Do you get it? If you need help, resources, counseling, we're going to provide that for you. Because Parrish Jr. is what's most important. He's a beautiful little boy.
Yes, he is.
Okay? I wish you the best of luck, family. Court is adjourned.